Everybody, Ralph Havens here, and we just had our first snowfall in Bellingham. We used to have a lot of that when we were out by the mountain last year, but this year here by the bay, we got a good amount of snow for us, and they were considering closing the schools and talking about for us a lot of snow, not for the Midwest, but for us. And we don't have snow plows here in the city. We have them out by the mountain, but Jen has been planning and is set to drive down in it to Olympia in our state capital with friends and with Baden and with our friend's little girl and um and I gotta admit I'm a little bit concerned. Like me and our friend's husband were like, I don't know, man. If it's snowing too much, it's gonna be a little rough. You know, don't want to get stuck out there or something not good happen. Um, but we feel really strongly about what Jen's up to and what we're up to, and this week I was attacked pretty strongly on Facebook, no big deal, by somebody that actually called me a terrorist. It was amazing, but we were alerting people to what happened at the World Health Organization this past week. If you haven't heard, look at some of my posts. It's been quite an amazing week. What came to light, and so we feel really strongly about what's going on with the vaccine stuff and mandating vaccines, and they're about to push really hard again to force everybody to get vaccines, including adults. And so Jen is heading south because it's the first day that the state legislature is meeting, and a whole bunch of people from all over the state are going down there to talk to lawmakers and say, hey, man, take a look at this, because we think it's wrong to mandate vaccines, and we think it's wrong to give total liability-free status to the drug companies so you can't sue them if their vaccines hurt anybody. And we think people should have informed medical consent. So, talk to your doctor about what's right for your health instead of some bureaucrat, the state, just saying everybody has to get everything no matter what. And so, but as we were doing that this morning in my meditation, I was like, wow, there's that guy that's been fighting me on the internet. And I realized, oh, he's just scared and he just doesn't know. And so I want to do a thing for us all this morning that if you feel like something is just wrong, there's so much stuff that people fight against, Trump or what's going on in Iran or just all sorts of stuff. And I know for me, there's been times, many times, of course, where I was fighting really hard for something, and then it was like, oh, wow, I didn't have all the information. And then I shifted things. Like I used to think that, wow, if we could just get clean water and vaccines to every kid around the world, that would solve a lot of stuff. That's what I used to think. And then I was like, oh, and I fought pretty hard for it. I was liberal progressive Democrat, and I thought that was like very, very important. Why don't we do that? The basic necessities for life for kids all over the world. And then it was like, oh my goodness, I was wrong. So what's cool is if it pushes a button, it means it's activating something in us that's fighting something. And like the Beatles studied with that one meditation guy, and then wrote a song about it. All there is love, and maybe that is all there is. And so, how do you get to that if something's wrong in the world? So, what you can do, if you like, is to think about what's wrong, what you think is totally wrong. Some sort of thing you're fighting. And then instead of trying to be all peace and love and love everything, instead of that, how about going inside yourself right now and just notice what you notice. Notice what's happening in your body and just sit with it. Because if you're fighting something that's wrong in the world, then probably there's a little angst in your body. And what I found as I watched that emergency truck drive down the highway there, what I found is whatever that is a doorway. Yeah, and if you step inside there and just hang out inside your body, you might explore that, take a look, see what it is without words right now. Because there's something that happens or that's always there, maybe, I don't know, right? But you can feel it. So if something irritates you, if something bugs you, if the sound of somebody's voice bugs you, if a certain thing bugs you, where is that bugginess in your body? I love looking out this window. I've got a big view of some hills, mountains. The I-5 highway is right there. What's inside of you? So as I was hanging out in the space this morning, and that guy that's been attacking me came to my awareness, and I could really feel his heart. He's really doing stuff for what he truly believes is right. Yeah. The cool thing about this stuff is when you're clearing something that's in you about something that's wrong, the cool thing is something else in the world can shift for you too. You think you're working on a relationship and your money improves, or you think you're working on your money and your kids are happier. Yeah, that's it. It's really cool to explore that. At least that's been my experience. So I hope this helps you. I'm going to go down and see if Jen's going to Olympia. I have a feeling she is. And I will see you guys later.